Good morning, you fisher people. My name's Alan Norris from FishOn TV, and thank you very much for clicking on my video. It's Tuesday morning, and yep, it's match fishing day. Yay! So today you're going to be joining us at a very local fishery to us. It's only about 15 minutes away. It's the Oakland's fishery at Gowdall, which is near Hensel. Cracking little fishery. I think he's got 4 ponds there, one of them being a specimen pond, and today there's quite a few of us away this week. It's 10 degrees at this little pond that we're fishing. It's the match pond, usually responds pretty much all year round. Without further ado, I'm going to shoot on down there. We shall see you at the draw. See you in a few minutes. Bye. Draw. Got to do it back at boot, so it wasn't ideal. It's a little bit muddy, so what I've done, I've drawn peg 16. I'm not drawing very well at all. It's the only peg on the pond I didn't want, but that's what happens when you go match fishing, isn't it? So right, we've got a good looking chap here. Right, they call him Andy Gill. Been fishing with us now for the last 2 years, is it, Andy?
That's right, mate, yeah.
Right, here we go.
Enjoy it.
So what peg are you drawn today?
Number 1 today. Don't know much about it, but apparently there was second there at the weekend. I just found out off Steve that apparently he took under the little bushes near the side, and there's some little carp hiding there, so we'll have a go at that.
Nice one, well. So as you can see, Andy's drawn a cracking peg, and I've drawn the worst peg on the pond.
Yeah, the thing is, I'll probably make a mess of it. Always make a mess of it.
Anyway, good luck, Andy.
All right, mate. Yeah, thanks for that.
Cheers. And I'll just let you have a little look at this pond. It's beautiful looking. Here we go. How lovely is that, eh? That's gorgeous, isn't it? We're here at Gowdall, and I'm just at the side of the specimen pond, and he has, on the odd occasion, just because we're quite good regulars here, he has let us do a little bit of silver fishing, and it's brilliant for bream and roach and things like that in the winter. So it's not something that anybody can just normally book. He's just done it as a favour. It's a cracking pond. There's some big fish in here. I was hoping to see Steve, but don't know where he's gone. So I can't tell you what the big fish are. I know that there's some big catfish, big pike, big carp. It's got an on-site shop as well, so there's bait and accessories. It's not the biggest shop, but pretty much if you've forgot anything, he's usually got a few bits and bobs in there for you. So here we go, look. That's where the bait shop is. On-site toilets. Obviously somebody's staying for a few days by the look of it. So go and have a look at this. This is the horseshoe pond. So here we go. Have a quick look at this one. Right then, folks, I'm late as usual, and like I promised you, I've got Steve at side of me here now. He's showing me all sorts of daft jokes on his phone while I'm trying to fish. You know, he's trying to put me off like everybody else does in club. But anyway, Specimen Pond, he's had some massive fish out of there, the catfish that I were on about. What was it, Steve?
It was £65.
Had a 65 Wells catfish, £65 out of his specimen pond. He says there's bigger in as well. And he's had a 30 what pound carp?
£32.
£32 carp. There were 4 others put in at £30 about 8 years ago. They've not been caught yet. And the biggest pike, Steve, what's that?
£30.
And a £30 pike is the biggest that's come out of there. So if you do like your specimen fishing, there's 1 or 2 nice ones there to be had. But let's get back to me. We're on this little match pond. I'll show you my little peg. Here, look. I'll just spin it round. There you go. I've got a few trees in my way, but it's only a little pond. You don't need to be throwing it a mile here. So even though at the minute I've just gone and popped up bread on the bomb while I have a little chat with you guys. What my tactics is going to be, I've had a quick word with Steve. He didn't like telling me because he thinks I'm it's more of an advantage than these guys, but I need it, don't I? I've not had the best draws so far. So my tactics are, I've gone out about 8 to 10 metres. I've got about 7.5 foot in front of me. I think I'm going to target sort of silvers and skimmers and bream, because I know there's definitely quite a few in here, isn't there, Steve? There's definitely plenty of the silverfish to be caught. There's hide in here, and if we get 1 or 2 bonus fish, that's my plan. I've plumbed it just over depth, about 1 inch over depth. I've also plumbed up just down my margin down there. I've got a lovely bit of depth down there. I've got about 3 foot, 3.5 foot, and it's a flat piece right against the bank. So hopefully there should be no liners there. I haven't decided wrong with try down. It might be corn, might be a bunch of maggots. I don't know yet. We'll see. So I'll be out on soft pellet. I'll be trying soft pellet, maggots and casters at about 8 to 10 metres, and I'll give you an update once I've caught something. A little bit of an update for Tony at the side of me though. He's already had a skimmer first put in, and I think his 3rd put in he had a carp which he lost, and nobody likes to see that. He can't hear me because he's a bit deaf, is Tony. So anyway, I haven't seen much else happening. I think Mr. Incredible, I think he's had a carp. He's in the favoured peg, peg 6. Everybody should win it off peg 6, shouldn't they, Steve? Yeah, so he's in the peg. So we'll see how things pan out, and I'll give you an update once I've caught a few. See you soon. Right then folks, here we go. I didn't have a touch of the popped up bread. I only gave it half an hour because my intention was to go out on the pole. I just had to have a little quick chat with you guys. I'm just looking around the pond. There's fish being caught. Oh, can you believe that? There's a piece of weed. Has it come off? Yeah, it's come off. It's come off. So just shipping out there a little piece of grass or something got on my line. So I've gone for a spread shot on my float. 4x14s, and I've gone on soft pellet. It's about 7.5 foot deep. It's quite a deep hole. There's not a lot of room here, but I've had 3 put-ins with this. I've got a 4mm soft pellet on, and I'm tipping about just half a dozen 4mm pellets, and I've soaked it in the F1. What's it called? The F1 soak. And 3 put-ins, 3 bites, 3 fish. I've had a skimmer. Just another touch there. Oh, just missed that one. I've had one about £1 pound. I've had a hybrid about £0.5 pound and a small roach. I'm doing okay with this. I can do with catching quite regular like this. Now Tony to my left, and that's taking my bait. No wonder I'm not having another bite. Now, Tony to my left, he had a skimmer first put in. Come here, I'll have a look so you can see me. He had a skimmer first put in, and on his 2nd put in, he had a carp, a nice carp, and lost that one. Frank across from me, he's had a carp. Brian's just lost a carp. Nobody likes to see that though. And they're catching to my left as well, so everybody's catching 1 or 2 fish, and Tony's just had a nice lump out. How big was that, Tony? How big were your carp?
3.5.
3.5, £4 he's had there, so He's pretty pleased with himself with that. So I'm going to persevere with this. All I'm doing, there you go, there's about 6 or 7 4mm pellets there that I'm just putting in, and we'll just see how the swim develops from there. Right then, fisher people, not a great deal to report. It seems to have gone fairly quiet round the pond in general. Andy, who we spoke to earlier on peg 1, he keeps hooking into a few but losing quite a few, but I've seen Brian catch a couple of carp, I've seen Frank have a carp and a couple of skimmers. Mr. Incredible, I've not seen him get too much at all, and I've only got probably, crikey, not a lot, they've only been small fish. Only got about £3 or so. I've just bumped out of another skimmer. Seems to have gone quiet. I've put a couple of feederfuls of, small feederfuls of corn and ground bait with a few casters in, out towards the middle a little bit, as far as I'm allowed to cast. The bites have been really funny as well. So not really a great deal happening at the minute. It's Tony's gone quiet on my left as well. There's 1 or 2 fish topping, but it's just not happening. It's, you know, one of those days where you're thinking it should be happening on how I'm presenting it. I've not overfed it. I've had a few micros in to see if that'd encourage them, and it did a little bit. I got a few bubbles, which I don't like seeing too much of that when it's fizzing. But it wasn't exactly fizzing, 1 or 2 bubbles. I thought, well, that's just right. I'm feeding 1 or 2, half a dozen pellets. Oh, I just missed one there. It wasn't a proper, it's very strange bites though, these, very strange. Make sure my pellet's on, yep. So I've got a 4mm soft pellet on. Sinking nice and steady. Everything seems to be right, except the bloody fish aren't biting. It is frustrating, isn't it, at times? Yeah, this is why we love it, isn't it? We've got to work out, I've got to work out what's happening. I do know in this pond that dobbing bread can be okay, but when I've done it before, I've been on those pegs to my left, and I know that there's some lilies in the summer there, so dobbing just above those lilies has been quite productive when I've drawn those pegs. But this peg, like I say, it's not the best, to be honest. It's not the best.
Hey?
Right, I've just gone onto that ground bait and pellets with a few maggots and casters and sweet corn that I've baited up about half an hour or so ago, and I've had 3 skimmers and a hide. So I'm not sure whether you can see the tip on this shot, because I'm not, the GoPros don't zoom in very well, but have a look and let's see if we can still keep getting the bites that we've been getting. So I'm up to about £6 now, I think. I'm not very good at guessing weights, but I think we're somewhere thereabouts. Brian keeps losing a few over there. Everybody seems to be losing 1 or 2 fish, I don't know why. But it's still very, very steady. Semi-skimmed, missed it, Steve. Right, what time we've got now? We've got 25 to 1. It's not exactly on fire. I've had a few more hide, had a few more skimmers. I've probably got about £9-ish. It's not easy, like Tony's just saying to my left now. It has gone a little bit slow. Brian's just had a carp. There's not a lot of big fish being caught. There's one or two fish being caught, pretty much like I've caught now. Tony's had 21 fish, he reckons, or something like that. Small ones, skimmers like I've got. I think he's got a carp as well. He's got a decent perch, which I'm pretty sure you heard me say earlier. So it's not exactly on fire at the minute. I was getting the first 4 casts on this little feeder. Tip were going straight around, and now it's gone quiet. It's very strange. So I put a little bit of bait in my margins down there, and I found a nice little flat spot. Usually these margins are fairly deep, but I found where I think is an ideal depth for this time of year, about 3.5 foot. And when I was plumbing up this morning, as I was lowering it down, I actually put the plumb straight on the back of a fish. So there was a swirl, so I know there was a fish down there this morning, and that was even after I'd put my keep net in. So you never know, I might have a little go down there, just give it a few minutes try. I mean, usually, as we all know, the fish tend to come in towards the end of the match, so, but it might be worth a little look because there's not a lot happening anywhere else. I've kept a few pellets going in on my short line here. I might go back on that one. I haven't tried the dobbing the bread yet. I might have a little try with that. It's only a case of taking a shot or so off, and we'll just see. But again, it's weird because I've seen 1 or 2 fish on top, and I'm wondering if they're shallow or not. I've not got anything set up for shallow. I've just heard that one of the lads to my left, he's trying shallow, but all he's getting is tiny roach. That could be a problem. So I just thought I'd give you a quick update. We'll see if we can get a few more. See you soon. Right then, folks, I've had my first try down in the margin, right up against the bank. And I put a piece of corn on, and about 2 minutes later, bang! Positive bite, but it seems to have been a snag here. Oh, hold on a minute, no, it's come off. It's my first carp. I don't think it's a big one. Oh, here we go. Well, that's better than nothing, isn't it? Yeah! There you go. So we'll give that another go. There you go, another one. I don't think it's a big one, but they're very, very welcome. I'm probably about 6 or 8 inch off the bank. I don't know whether you can see from the camera, but and there's a snag down there. Steve did tell me that you get F1s down there, so that's what this could be. We'll have a look when we get it in, if we get it in. I've not got the bullying gear on, it's a 10-12 elastic, so it just takes a little bit longer to get them in. Just got to be patient and hopefully they stay on. I've got like a spread bulk with a 14 hook. And again, it was one piece of sweet corn. So let's, come on, show your face then. I've got 015 bottom on as well, so again, it's not exactly bullying gear. He's putting a mighty fight up. He might be a little bit bigger than I thought. You watch it be a half-pound foul up something or other. I don't think it is though. Come on. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a nice unexpected carp. Beautiful dark mirror carp. There we go. So there you go. A margin fish. All welcome. You beauty. Oh, and there we go, another one. Oh, I can't believe this. I'm surprised I've come in so early. It's stuck on that bloody snag. There you see, there is something there. I don't know what it is. The fish go for it every single time. That, I'm going to have to check all my terminal tackle after this because that was rubbing right against it. Whatever it is, not that it's a root. I know Steve said that somebody lost a rod recently, whether it's a rod. Right, let's see if we can get this one in without... Come on. Make sure its face is a bit bigger, this one. Yes, that'll do very nicely. That's very unexpected. Yeah, maybe 3.5, maybe 3.5 maybe. It's a chunky little thing. There you go. Nice little mirror carp. Well, I was going to give you an update later, but I've just got to tell you because it's been so, well, not really so quiet. I've not put any weight together. It's literally like 4 minutes since I put this one in. Bang! The float's gone under again. Get in. Oh, it's heading for that snag. I just had to let you see this one as well. It might as well because you just don't know when the next one's going to turn up, do you? Right, what's this? Another mirror carp. And he's shot right into the middle of the lake. It's at times like this I'm wishing I'd got some heavier gear. Oh, get away from that snag, yeah. Yeah, he's certainly trying, is this one. He's putting a mighty battle up. Keep away from that snag. The trouble is you can't see it. I've just got an idea roughly where it is and you dread it, don't you? And every time it... Here we go, come on. He's in. Oh, do you know, there's nothing better now. All the lads are slagging me off. They're calling me Steven Spielberg and all sorts, eh? There's chaos in the camp. Chaos. But I don't care because I'm catching fish. So that's another one, be about 3 or 4 pounds again. Little chunky unit he is. Definitely being on the same diet as Andy May, or somebody like that, somebody else that looks a little bit... No, I won't mention any more names. But anyway, all these fish are welcome. Another mirror carp. There we go. Margin fish, brilliant. From 12:30 onwards. Absolutely brilliant. So, nice little update for you there. I'll crack on. Well, Took a bit longer, but another one. What are we on? Well, it took about... I've tried the left hand margin as well. Gave that a little rest for 5 minutes, went back on. 2 minutes later, bang! Another one. So, the days of heaving fish out are just about gone, so we might as well have some footage before the winter really starts setting in, eh? Oh, look at that, it's going. It's going. Well, I thought this was a tiddler to start with, but oh, that is going like a beauty. That is really going. That is. That really sort of. I don't know whether that's foul hooked or not, because that went crazy. Absolutely crazy. There's a mate of mine, Jeff Fors. He's had a great season this season, but God, he foul looks a few, I'll tell you. Don't you, Jeff? He'll kill me for saying that. But when I first hooked into it, I thought it was a little crucian or F1 or something. Here we go, come on. Yes, she's in the net. Get in. Shamon. Oh, there you go. That has got lots of scales on it. Oh, let's get this out of your way. That's a pretty little fish. Oh, shouting, I can hear them. Right, let's have a look. Look at the scales on that, eh? A beautiful little fish. Hey, nice one. And you behaved. Well done, Sunshine. Fisher people, we've weighed in, all done and dusted. Can you tell yet? Do you know what it is yet? You just can't stop beaming, can you? Anyway, let's crack on. I didn't fancy my peg at all today. Not at all. The favoured pegs, I fished those before, done very well in those pegs. But my little plan was, I know there's lots of skimmers in there, green, and use them and start catching those and go on a carp or two. So that was my plan of attack. Short pole, soft pellet, change between 4 and 6s. Set off, alright. Just died a death. Straight little bites again. Meanwhile, I think I put 2 or 3 little cage feeders full. They're about 18 metres, something like that in front of me. And I just thought I'll have a go on that and see if I can pick any skimmers up on the bum. Not on the bum, on the feeder. Just a little the smallest little 20 gram feeder, and that one we plan of attack down there. I did try a bit of popped up red just to see, usually it's not quite cold enough for them to be aggressive with that, but I had 10 or 15 minutes on that one, nothing at all. But after that, once I got settled, pretty simple and straightforward. Few on the short pole, few skimmers, few roach. Then I went on the feeder line and I had some nice hide, pound and a half. They might be a little bit bigger than that, like I said, I'm not very good at guessing weights. I had some nice skimmer bream, up to a pound and a half again. And these are all weight builders. So I don't know what I got in the net, because I was struggling. People were catching carp, not lots of carp, but there were carp being caught apart from me. So at about 12 o'clock I put a little bit of bait down the margins, my right hand margin. Not overkill with micros, and a few pieces of sweet corn, maybe, I don't know, a dozen pieces to start with. And I gave that half an hour. So once I've probably got about 10, 11, 12 pound in skimmers, I thought, right, let's have a quick look, because I was struggling, everybody was catching. I'll have a quick look down the margin. First put in, bang, carp, then another. I think I had 5 on trot, which is unbelievable. You know, it's, the whole complex of my match just changed. I knew I was in with a shout then. So that was pretty much it. I had there was a snag in front of me. I told Steve about it, about 2 to 3 yards out, and I did get one on my short pole line, and with it being a lot lighter elastic, because I was fishing for skimmers and roach and things, it headed straight for it. I had no way of keeping it away from there. Lost that one. That was a nice fish, always the biggest. Always the biggest. I lost a few from the margin, always the biggest ones that got caught on this snag. Everybody's caught, so you know, we can't really complain. It's not like summer weights anymore. Everybody's caught around sort of 18 to 25 pound mark on average. So the results, ta-da! In 3rd place, we spoke to Andy on page 1, didn't we? At 29 pound. First time he's fished it, so well done Andy, you've done well there, mate. Well fished. And in 2nd place, he's not fished with us for a few weeks because he's been working. Ringer. Not Steve Ringer, no. That's just his nickname, Ringer. Make your own mind up why we call him Ringer. Good fisherman. John Sims, 2nd place with 33 pounds, I think. 33 or 34 pounds, can't quite remember. And in 1st place, and this week's mighty fisherman, yours truly, yay! 44 pounds. Highly delighted. Had a little plan. Luckily this week it worked, and when I said I need a few fish in the margins, they appeared. So, and all I did down the margins, plumbed it up. It was about 3 foot. I found a lovely little flat piece. I had a bulk, I had a spread bulk, not all the way down the line. It was probably about a 4-inch spread bulk in case, because there was a little ledge. If it hit that little ledge, I could pull it into it. That's the only reason I did the spread bulk. Apart from that, it was as straightforward as that. Micros, sweet corn on a 14 hook. Now and again I put a 6mm soft pellet on. I've still got 1 or 2 carp. A great day. It's been a lovely day. Can't complain. It's not been cold at all. All the other guys, just for a little bit more information for you, soft pellets seems to be working at the minute. Maggots definitely working. Casters haven't produced too much, even though I've fed a few casters on that feeder line. But it seems to be sweet corn and soft pellets that are working at the minute. Steve did tell me at the weekend that a guy caught shallow, which I did say. It wouldn't surprise me to go shallow, because I saw 1 or 2. He's caught on hard pellet at 77 pounds in Tony's peg actually. I'm not trying to rub it in Tony, by the way. So that's just a little bit of extra information for you. In summer there you can catch shallow. On all the other lakes you can catch shallow. It's great shallow fishing, lots of hide, lots of different carp. It's entertaining fishery, so you know we'll definitely be back there at some time next week. It's good for winter fishing. All in all, good day, good result for me. Can't complain. And I hope you've enjoyed this bit of information that I'm giving you about the fishery. I will leave the number at the end of this video for you, contact details. If you have enjoyed the video, don't forget, press subscribe, press the little bell, and you'll get all the notifications to you as soon as we upload all the videos. It's free to subscribe, so don't be shy. That button pressed. All else my video channel. And the more hits I get, the more I can produce for you guys. And proper enjoy doing it. So I hope you enjoy it as well. We shall see you next week, because I'm not at the march. Depending on weather, I will be at a natural venue feeder fishing. So look out for that one. Thanks for watching the video. See you later guys. And don't forget, fish on.